Hey guys, good afternoon. It is Nettie and I'm gonna make some veggie fried rice. I think it's 3 o'clock and I've been so busy. It's so funny how busy I've been and I haven't even had a chance to eat. I was thinking about it. I haven't really eaten anything. I'm drinking my apple juice right now that we talked about this morning, and I had my celery juice, and my daughter gave me some of those cookies. I'm going to talk about those. Anyhow, so I'm heating up the pan. We're going to do some veggie fried rice, and today I am going to actually add a dollop of ghee to already a hot pan. You guys, you know not to use Teflon, right? You guys got to use cast iron non-toxic pans, right? So my fire is kind of high, getting that to melt. And for me, in that, I'm just going to put in, maybe this will work. Hi, everybody. Hi, Michelle's. I got 2 Michelle's. Hi, Scott Freeman. Hi, Timmy and Barry and Kenny. Welcome. My fire's too high, so I'm going to add some, just about literally a 1/16 of an onion, super small amount of onion. My kids won't eat stuff if it's like too onionized. So we cook that down until the onions are clear. Hi, babe. So nice to see you, Michelle. How are you guys handling the quarantini with a quarantini? I'm not drinking too much. I had a Stella last night. I've had a beer here and there, but I've really trying to keep my immune system up, and I don't want to drink a ton because I feel like that will turn to sugar and weaken my immune system. So we have all the doors open and just keeping things circulating. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. So I'm just letting these onions cook a tiny bit, but I'm going to share with you what I did. Hi, Brandy, with the butter keeper that we talked about today earlier at breakfast, which that wasn't really breakfast for me. We talked about this butter keeper. It is now melted. Haven't even made it back in my kitchen really all day because I have been working, making sure I'm watching my onions. So I talked about it earlier. Oh my gosh, sorry. Here's the butter keeper. It goes inside this little thing, and it keeps your butter nice and, what do you call it? Like, it's safe in here. You add cold water, so I'm going to add, what do you call it? It's not, the verbiage around it is not safe. It's like you don't have to worry about refrigerating it. It houses it in here. And I added like a quarter water to the base. And then I add literally shoving as much butter as I can in there. And you can push it in with a spoon, which I'm going to get right now. So hang tight. Watching my onions. Hang on. Thanks for watching. I'll be adding the veggies in just a minute. Let me grab a spoon. We watched Frozen 2 on Disney Plus. We have a free membership to Disney Plus for a year, so we watched Frozen 2 on that today, and now Miel is watching High School Musical 2, which my teens were so into oh wow, I'm really making a mess here. Okay, hang on. I'm making a mess with the butter, but you kind of get my drift. You shove the butter all the way in there and you push it in, and it's like this flat thing of butter, and it stays at room temperature, so you don't have to worry about, hang on, about it being in the fridge and getting super cold so you can't use it. Yeah, you need the butter keeper, Michelle. Seriously, it's amazing. Oh, you've been cooking and cleaning and watching movies too, Brandy too. There, the butter goes in there in the water. It's crazy. You just put it in there in the water, and then it's great. Every single morning you have room temp butter. So here's what my onions are looking like. Again, I have to get them pretty cooked because if they're too raw, then my kids will not eat them. Jazzy's not here right now, just Miel and Bo. So I am going to add my infamous chopped carrots. I find a way to put carrots in anything that I possibly can. If you wanted, you could add bacon. This is a great time to add bacon in with the onions and chop up bacon in there. But because I'm gonna have meat tonight, and then we're gonna have spaghetti the next day, I'm trying to kind of stay away. I don't like to have meat too much. I'm not a vegetarian at all. I just try and, you know, do everything in moderation. So right now, I just put the rice in with the onions, and this is what I'm gonna do. Sorry, I should have this out. But we have, right here, I have some organic, you can't really see what that says because it's backwards, but maybe you can. It's unsalted chicken bone broth. And so to speed up the cooking of the carrots, I don't even know how to measure this. I just gave it a good shake, and then I just add to kind of cover the bottom of the pan. And it gives it flavor. It's unsalted, so you're still gonna need to salt it a bit. We use either like Celtic sea salt that my ex-husband's girlfriend gave us. It's from Wales, I think. It's really, really good. Yeah, breakfast sausage is so good in there too, Michelle. We have some in the freezer. Use the salt, but I didn't feel like waiting for it because I'm so hungry now. See, of course, I waited too long to eat, and so now I'm like crazy shakes. I'm gonna have a sip of my yummy homemade apple juice that is cleansing my gallbladder, just softening my gallbladder and helping to support my adrenals. That was organic ghee. I usually make my own ghee, which is really easy to make. You can Google it. But they were freaking out of butter at the time that I had gone in. You have to do unsalted butter, and they were out of it. So I just bought it instead. Shrimp fried rice with the girls. No, I don't think my kids would probably eat shrimp fried. Jazzy probably would, but I don't think the little one would quite yet. I mean, if you just told her it was chicken, she might, because she calls every meat chicken. Doesn't matter what it is, so she might do that. But so basically, getting splattered. Just cook these carrots down a little bit so that they're kind of nice and soft. In a bowl, I have the rice. There's not a lot in here because Bo took some of the leftovers to work, but I get it to where there's no clumps in it. And in here, there's already a little bit of coconut oil because I had it in here from last night's dinner when I had extra coconut oil and I put it in a bowl. So I kind of put the rice in here with the coconut oil. Hang on, one of my hairs is in there. Don't worry, it's one of my own. And luckily, I live here. It's mine, and I know that it's generally clean. I think we'll all survive. Alrighty, so now what I'm going to do for me, those carrots are almost, they're getting kind of soft. I like to use frozen peas, and I just had the end of a bag left, so I just added some frozen peas in. Right now our store is out of organic frozen peas, which drives me insane. People are hoarding. Our local grocery store, Sid's, has a thing where they're opening up from 8 to 9 just for the elderly so that they can go in and have, safe surroundings. So from 8 to 9 in the morning, they're allowing people who are vulnerable or the elderly to go in, and then they're not allowing any hoarding. And if anyone hoards and takes like all the toilet paper, they're confiscating it from their grocery carts. I think that is brilliant, considering my family really did not have toilet paper, and we actually really needed it. So that kind of pissed me off. But our friends gave us like a couple rolls, and then I realized, you know what, I should just get some. So the other night, Bo and I went on a freaking vengeance to find toilet paper, and none of the stores had them. And then walked into Walmart, and a friend of mine was in there, and she's like, no, go back to Albertsons, and they have it at the end of the aisle in the boxes. And so I went back to Albertsons. It was late at night, Sunday night, and I found a thing of them, and I got 2 of them, one for us and one for my ex-husband and his girlfriend, where my daughter stays half the time. So we're all in this together. Right? I'm trying to find my pepper, and I'm having a struggle. Here it is. All right. So I did salt, pepper, onions. You could do garlic salt as well, which I'm doing garlic sea salt, which is really yummy. And my mom used to do this. My mom used to use Lawry's. I'm really bummed because Lawry's isn't non-GMO. I would love to use that because it would like taste like home. And my mom would also add Spam, for the record. I don't know if you guys, any of you guys have Spam. I'd kill for some Spam musubi right now, right, Michelle? But anyhow, all right, so let me show you what it looks like. You can see the pretty colors in there, just kind of getting those to cook a little bit and make sure that the peas are no longer frozen. Our Japanese store was out of rice and they usually have pallets of it. Yes, rice and beans were gone in our place, but I did manage to go. It's really funny. If you go to the actual Whole Foods store, we don't have a Whole Foods, but like the Whole Foods store, it's called Sid's, the place where they're allowing people that are elderly to come in early. It's like a health food store. And they had, reasonable things on the shelves, which was kind of incredible to watch how people were only taking what they needed and they weren't hoarding and they were being really super respectful. So I was able to find stuff at those locations, not at the bigger, larger, big box stores. So kind of just very telling. And I understand if people were buying for a bunch of people, you know, like not just themselves. So that kind of makes sense. All right, so the peas are almost done. I'm going to grab some shoyu. I get, let me see where it is. I use the organic tamari. It's gluten-free soy sauce. The pricing, people are really confused about pricing for organic and non-GMO stuff. It's not really that big of a difference. If you look at what it's going to do for your health and keeping the toxins out and not having to go to the doctors because you're not eating chemicals, you know, that's kind of something to think about. So I put the soy sauce on the cold rice for now, and then I'm going to add this into the hot pan. I don't know why I do that. It's just easier for some reason. I don't like the rice to get mushy. So if you add the rice to the pan and you start mushing it all around and stirring it too much, my dad would say, "Don't stir too much, lady." He would totally tell me to like chill on the stirring. You're going crazy. So if you stir too much and it gets mushy, then it's not good. I like the rice a little bit more kind of on the crispy side. So now that liquid, remember I did the chicken stock, the bone broth, that has subsided. So now I just need to test and see if these peas are done. I know the carrots look good. Peas are perfect. Now I'm going to add the rice. And you guys, again, you can add your own meat in it. There's not a lot of rice. There's going to be more vegetables in here. And the way that my husband would have this, I like it this way too, is with a fried egg on top. And then we would do kimchi, which we have kimchi. You can also do Eden's shake and sprinkle some sesame seeds on top with seaweed. This is what it's looking like. Oh, geez, Louise, so sorry. I'm not a professional filmer, as you guys can tell. I'm just doing this for funsies. There you go. I'm going to let that rice get in all that goodness, and that's it for veggie fried rice for lunch. I'm just going to add, I'll show you guys the spice that I love to add. This stuff is bomb diggity, but I know that it's going to look backwards for you. It doesn't matter. It's in another language anyway. Look for the green top with the rooster on it. Love, love, love. So we'll put that on there with the sesame seeds. And that's kind of lunch for me and Miel, because Bo already had lunch. And then tonight on the menu, we talked about it earlier, we're going to do bratwurst with sauerkraut. And remember, I shredded the potatoes, so we're going to do hash browns on the side and a big arugula and parmesan salad with homemade salad dressing. That is the easiest salad dressing you'll ever make. In case you missed my Zoom this morning, or excuse me, my Facebook Live, I am sharing that with you again. And lastly, I know that you guys know that I support all natural products and supporting your body with supplements. If you're open to learning more about this, join us tonight or text me, instant message me, and I'll let you know of a Zoom that's happening tonight where you can support your immune system with the best products. We did an NFL test. We did brain testing on over 60 NFL players and before and afters of these athletes. And they had their brain scanned, and our Dr. Ron is going to be on this Zoom tonight, and it's free, and you can learn more about it. So if that's interesting to you, go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna lower my fire. Looks like it's pretty much ready. Oh, another thing you can add too is ponzu sauce. I don't know if you guys, I'll show you the bottle. Hang on, this is like sticking to the bottom, so I gotta get that off the bottom. Now I'm gonna take it off the fire because it's getting a little too hot. But I'm gonna show you guys, sorry, I look like hell, I know, but that's okay. I know you guys don't judge me. This ponzu sauce is freaking amazing. Holy bejeez balls. So that's another thing that you can add. I added a tiny bit of shoyu, but you can add, shoyu is soy sauce. Sorry if you guys don't know what that is. And you can add whatever little toppings you want. So thanks for watching and enjoy, guys. Hope that helps a little bit. Make it your own. Okay, bye-bye.